Well, good evening. It is 4 o'clock sharp here on the West Coast, 7 o'clock sharp on the East Coast of the U.S. And we'll go ahead and get this thing started right on time. So welcome to the followmetrades.com Master Trader Small Group Training Information Session. I am Dean Jenkins, founder of followmetrades.com. And I really appreciate everybody being here, showing some interest in this. And please make it interactive. Ask questions, and make comments. I see, Ramesh, you got your hand up. Just go ahead and locate the chat box in the Zoom webinar control panel there, and you can type in any questions or comments that you have, and I'll field them on the fly. Hey, Nina, good to see you here. Haven't talked to you in a while. So we're here tonight to talk about, this is an information session for the Master Trader Small Group Training. I run this training about every week, or about every 8 weeks, and it goes for 6 weeks, and then we take a break and then fire it up again. We've had several dozen people go through the training, and I'm getting great feedback on it, and I really enjoy doing this training. Hey, Andy. I don't personally trade futures. In our trading room, we do watch the futures markets for overall market direction. We look at some key commodities like gold and oil. The setups I use work on futures, but I don't like to day trade. I like longer time frames, and I certainly don't want to hold futures overnight. So I currently don't trade futures at this time. My focus is on stocks and options. Well, let's take a look. Speaking of that, before we get into the information about the training, let's look at a trade. That may be the best way to pique your interest and to establish a little bit of credibility with you, is to look at a real trade that we're trading. And we'll look at my track record here in a minute. And be sure you stay till the end, because I'm going to show you a couple more of my favorite trades. So, but I'm going to show you one right now. Okay, hey Marabella, I see you got your hand up. Let me go ahead and lower that. Easiest thing is just to type in a question if you have one into the chat box there. Hopefully you can find the chat box. Okay, so here's a trade that I am in right now and that my customers are in. This is IPHI, Infi Corporation. And we took a long entry on this. At this light blue, this cyan colored line, we took a long entry at 40.33. And this thing's currently sitting up here at about 42.10 was today's close. We're at about 5% profit on this trade in just a couple days. We've got an ultimate price target here of 54.52, and we've got a stop set currently at 37.39. So if you're looking for a nice long trade, there is still room to get into this trade. Plenty of room to the target. And it's just getting started. So how did I find this trade? Using what I teach in this Master Trader Small Group Training, there's a pattern that we look for. There's only 3 trade setups that I use in my trading, and this is one of them, and this is the most powerful. And when I looked at this chart, I was able to spot this pattern in about 2 seconds and know that it was going to be a good trade. I went ahead and did some measurements on here. You can see I've got some Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci extensions to confirm everything. And then I've drawn my lines. This light blue line is my entry. This red line is my stop. This green line is my target. But I was able to look at that in a few seconds and know that that was a good trade setup. That was a good chart pattern. And I found this by scanning. I was actually interested in scanning the Russell 2000. So I scanned the entire Russell 2000, and in about 10 minutes was able to get down to this trade, looked at the chart, and within a couple seconds was able to identify this as a really good trade candidate. And we're in it now, we're in profit. I don't say that hopefully that doesn't sound boastful, but it's all about a technique. It's about having a methodology for scanning the market, for narrowing a very broad set of trades or symbols down to a narrow set, and then having a fixed pattern you're looking for, and being able to find it really quickly, to be able to use your time really efficiently. So this is just a great example of a trade. We were able to scan through the Russell 2000, find it, it met the criteria, and now we're in this trade and in profit and really off to a good start here. And again, you could still get into this trade if you're looking for one. There's still plenty of profit potential left in this one. no guarantees. Any trade can fail. But this one really looks good. I really like it. And I'll show you a couple of my other current favorite ones toward the end here. So let's just go ahead and go through some of the information that I've prepared for tonight. And this is an informal session. It's really for your benefit. You express some interest in this training, and I'm here to answer questions about it, to explain it. But please jump in, ask questions, or make comments as we go. All right. So why are you here? You're here, you responded to an invitation for my Master Trader Small Group Training. You're probably interested in improving your trading skills. That's why you would respond to an invitation like that. But the real underlying reason for improving your trading skills is profits, right? We want to make money in the financial markets. Hey, TJ, do I do art scans? I have the art scanners. I'll use them occasionally. I use several methods, several approaches to scanning the markets. Using the art scanner is one of them. I teach in the course how to do that and how to do scans without them. Okay. All right. The reason we're here is to talk about profits, making money in the financial markets, right? And I've been doing that. The method I've been trading with, I've been using it for several years. Here's the track record. This is up on the homepage of my website, same exact data. We closed our last trades so far this year. We closed it on November 16th. And so we're up 24.83% this year. And I just want to point out that, I believe in complete transparency. So on my website, here's the detail of every trade I've taken year to date. Here's my trading stats, right? And every single trade that we've taken, losers and winners, right? And there definitely are losers, but we're overall profitable. And I believe in external verification. So I have an external CPA firm who comes, and every quarter they look at my website, what I'm publishing, and then I give them my brokerage statements, and they do a audit and see if what I say I'm doing, I'm actually doing. And you can see I started that earlier this year. So the audit reports are on my website. And yeah, I'm really doing what I say I'm doing. That's the only way I know how to operate. Okay. So very consistent, solid track record of profitability. And I'm not claiming anybody's going to get rich. You don't see on my website or any of my presentations, there's no pictures of Maseratis, there's no jets, there's no yachts, right? We're talking about realistic profits, but good solid profits. And we're blowing away the major indexes. We're about 50% of the S&P 500 year to date. And, the S&P 500 and the Dow have done really, really well, but we're well ahead of them. If we were to compound the growth of my picks, starting from when I started publishing them in 2013 till now, and we would compound the S&P 500 along that, you can see I'd be more than double ahead of the S&P 500. In fact, using a $100,000 account to start with and letting the actual results I'm getting compound, we'd be looking at pretty close to $500,000 in that account. That's the power of compound interest and of leaving your money there and letting it grow. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about making some solid, consistent, realistic gains. Right? Again, no pictures of jets or any of that kind of stuff. But these are real results. They're audited, and this is what I'm really doing. And this is what I train people to do. So here's a couple questions, and I'm gonna lower all hands now. And I want you to raise your hand. So, have you ever taken a trade, but then you really couldn't explain why? If you've ever been in that position, and I have for sure, before I really got my trading dialed down to a system and got consistently profitable. Have you ever taken a trade and you're in it, and you go, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Yeah, you've done that, Nina? Yeah, me too. Have you ever thought a trade looked really good, but then you were afraid to get in? And even worse, then later on you go, yep, it did exactly what I thought, and I missed it. Why didn't I get in? Why was I scared? That ever been you? I've done that too. I've pretty much made every mistake. You ever been in a trade and then been paralyzed, not knowing what to do? Should I take profit? Sometimes winning trades can be the most stressful trades there are. It's in profit. And you go, well, should I let it run? Is it going to make more profit, or am I going to give it away? Should I get out? What should I do? You ever been in a trade and just been paralyzed? Yeah. I have. Back in right about 2005, I got fed up with the market, fed up with trading, and for a while just went to cash and just sat there and was trying to figure out what to do. And after the big crash in '07, I started looking at Bank of America. It was trading at $5. And, I said, that is too big to fail. I got to buy. So I bought a bunch of Bank of America at $5. It went to 12 in about a year. But I was paralyzed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a trading plan. I didn't have a strategy. It's like, oh, should I stay in this? Is it going to go up, or is it going to give away my profit? Right? It's a kind of a bad feeling, right? It's way more fun to have a plan and to know exactly what you're going to do and just to execute the plan, black and white, no emotion. You ever gotten out of a trade early only to have it take off in the direction you thought it would? That's kind of a drag too, isn't it? You ever stayed in a trade too long and taken a really big loss? I've done that. I used to work for Intel Corporation, and we got stock options and employee stock incentive, and I worked there for 14 years, so I had a pretty good pile. And I remember September of 2000, Intel came out with an earnings statement. I'd been there at that point about 7 years, and it'd done nothing but double and split and double and split. And it was really, 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 really good, really, really fun. And then in September of 2000, they came out with an earnings report, and it dropped aftermarket from $60 down to $40. And I bought, because I'd only ever seen it go up, right? So I just bought big, going, I'm just going to buy on the dip, man. And it went down and down and down and down, and that was stressful too. I finally got out of that at $14 because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a trading strategy. I sure learned, and that led me down the path of becoming a trader who has a plan, right, and doing what I'm doing today. All right, so all of you have probably experienced things like this, right? You're not alone. Many, many traders make these mistakes. I've made just about all of them, right? How would you like to be able to look at a chart and know in a few seconds, is there a good setup or not? And we'll demonstrate that. I'll ask you to come up with some symbols. I'll look at them, and using my trade criteria, my method, I'll be able to tell you in a few seconds whether I see a trade setup there or not, or whether I just pass on it. I can teach you how to do that. I showed, if you weren't here earlier, I showed this trade that we took a couple days ago. This is IPHI. This is one, we're able to spot this in less than a second, that there's a great setup here. And again, this trade still has a good entry if you're interested in a long IPHI. And I love scanning and finding companies that nobody's ever heard of. I mean, it's fine to trade Apple and Facebook and Tesla and all those things. That's great. I'll trade them if they got a good setup. But there's something especially rewarding about scanning the entire market and quickly and finding, that hidden gem that's about to take off. And we've done that several times this year. It's been pretty fun. All right. So how would you like to be able to look at a chart and know in a few seconds if there's a good setup? How would you like to have complete confidence in every trade that you take? Not, some trades lose, right? That's just a reality. But how would you like to have complete confidence that if you go into a trade, you have a good reason for it, you have a good plan to manage it, and win or lose, you're going to be completely comfortable with it, because if you lose, it's going to be very small, and if you win, it's going to be big. Having complete confidence, not feeling stressed, not worrying about your trades, but have complete confidence. How would you like to know exactly how to manage a trade once you're in it? Right? It's easy to go put an order on, but then you can get paralyzed or anxious or whatever. What I teach in the course is a black and white, how to decouple our emotions from it and how to execute a plan. Once we're in the trade, we have a solid methodology for managing the trade step by step. There's really no decisions to make. We simply respond to criteria as they are met according to the rules. How would you like to know when to stay in a trade and when to get out? It's really about trade management, right? How would you like to keep your losing trades very small and your winners big? That's the key, right? You can be at a 50% win rate, and if you can keep your winners twice the size of your losers, you can be a very profitable trader. And even in difficult market conditions, right, being at a 50% win rate can be completely satisfying, completely very, very profitable. And if you can push your win rate up into even higher, up in 60, 70% range, and keep that payout ratio of winners being big, losers being very small, you'll be a very, very profitable trader, right? How would you like to not care if one of your trades fail? If you're able to take that in stride, knowing that that's just part of a normal trading system, and to not have you get you bummed out or kind of take your head out of the game. How would you like to know, absolutely know, that you're going to generate profits over time because you're trading with a system that has been proven? You know, if you would like any of these things, you know, keep listening, be able to see a setup instantly, have complete confidence in putting a trade on, know how to manage it, when to stay in, when to get out, how to keep the losers small, winners big, how not to care if you get a loser, and to know that you're going to generate profits over time. That's what I teach in the course, right? These are the characteristics of master traders. And that's what I teach in this master trader small group training. Becoming a master trader, keep calm and trade on. You know, trading should not be stressful. It shouldn't generate, it should be kind of boring. You know, it's fun, kind of like playing chess, right? But we do have to learn how to keep, you know, we're going to experience emotion in trading. That's a given, right? We're physiologically wired to respond to external stimulus. That happens. But we can have strategies about how we decouple our actions and our decisions from emotion. And as we learn to do that, we get calmer and calmer in our trading. We have more and more fun, and we make more profit. Right? Trading should not be stressful, and it should be fun. That's what I'm teaching in the Master Trader Small Group Training. How to have all those attributes and how to have fun trading and have it be stress-free, right? I teach instant chart pattern recognition. I give you my exact trade setups that I've been using for consistent profits for years now. And a lot of people take my setups and put their own fingerprints and spin on it. That's fine. I give you a method for how to test that to make sure it's going to work and be profitable. Black and white trade management rules. I give you my rules. And again, some people put their own spin on it. That's cool. Right? You have to be completely comfortable with and trust your trading system. I teach you risk management techniques so that you keep your losses at a pain-free level. Some trades you're going to lose. It's reality. It's inevitable. Right? But the key there is keeping that at a pain-free level. And I teach how to trade in a stress-free, relaxed way, how to trade with confidence. And ultimately, that's what we're here for, to be profitable. Right? Again, here's my track record over the last several years. This year, we just beat last year. We're on track to even dial that up some more. And even though we look back and go, well, you know, the S&P went pretty much straight up, that was never sure along the way, was it? It was, you know, if you pick any point in time and went back and think about what you were thinking about the market, you know, I don't know if you can really say, oh, yeah, I knew it was going to go up the whole year. Right? There's a lot of stuff hanging out there that could disrupt the market. We look back and go, yeah, pretty nice run. But and we never have that. We never have that luxury. We never have the ability to know, oh, we're in a bull run that's going to go all year, or we're in a bearish move that's going to go all year. We don't know that. So what we need is a trading system and a set of rules that, regardless of what the market does, right, we can profit from it and not get stressed out and just participate and move along in a very mechanical fashion, cranking out profits. That's what I teach. All right. Course outline, we have 6 modules. We meet together for 6 weeks. We actually meet 6 times. We go 4 weeks, we take a break, and then wrap it up. But I get into some underlying theories here that are the foundation of my trading methodology, and I think they're helpful for all traders, right? So we get into Dow theory, about trend analysis. How do we know when we're in a trend? How do we know when the trend is ended and when it's changed? I talk about some indicators. Everything you need for my course is included in the course. You don't need to buy software. You don't need to buy indicators. All you need is a charting platform like TradeStation, Thinkorswim, NinjaTrader, you know, eSignal, MetaTrade, whatever you like to use. As long as it's a legitimate charting platform with standard indicators, I show you free indicators you can use for my trading method. You don't have to buy anything else. So Dow theory, I give you a very simple approach to Elliott wave, how to look at a chart like this one, like INPI, IPHI, right? And to look at it and just to instantly recognize a pattern here. And the pattern, by the way, is big impulsive move, a correction to that move, and evidence of the next trend beginning. On this trade setup, that's what we're looking for. Big move, a retracement to the move. We measure that. We want to make sure it's a correct correction. And then what's the target for the next move, right? That's, there's crazy approaches to Elliott waves that get really, really complex. We keep it super simple, super repeatable. When I look at a chart and people have gone through my course looking at a chart, we have the exact same conclusion in a couple of seconds. So we do that. We cover that in Module 2. Module 3, we get into theory behind risk management, the risk of ruin, the statistics, and then we provide some simple tools for correctly sizing your trades and determining stops. And we also get into an advanced method of how to add to a trade. So I never double down on trades. I think that's a losing strategy, but I teach you how to add to a trade without increasing risk. There is some criteria and method to do that. Module 4, bring it all together into a set of trading rules, trade setups, entry criteria, and how to manage it and when to get out. Module 5, we get into a business plan, how to track results. We deal with some psychology and managing losing trades. And then we get into scanning for trades, how to take a big list of trades, get it down to a little list, and then find a couple gems hidden in there. Talk about some tools to use, nothing to buy, no software. Talk about sector analysis, how to narrow down to a sector, instant chart pattern recognition, and we also cover options, how to pick the absolute best option contracts to trade with if you're interested in that. So these courses are held each Thursday. Here's the schedule. So we're kicking off, and I've got the old schedule up. I did not update that. So the new schedule, luckily I've got it on a web page. Pull that over here. So classes kick off this coming Thursday, the 30th. Right? Get there. So November 30th. They're held every Thursday. We do two different times to meet different people's schedules. So we do a 9 a.m. Pacific, which is 12 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. Every Thursday. Starts on the 30th and the 7th, the 14th, 21st. We're going to take a break Christmas week, the 28th, and then jump back in after the 1st and wrap it up January 4th and 11th. And the 11th will be the final session there. So that's the schedule for the course. And what you get in the course, you get the Master Trader training materials, right? And by the way, I limit the course to 10 people so I can give personalized attention, and in the live sessions and between the sessions, answer your questions, right? Really help you learn and master this material. So in this, you get the Master Trader material, you get my Ichimoku Cloud training material, you get 90 days of my stock and option picks, and you get my complete option training course, right? Which is a 6-module course with study guides and training videos, stock option basics, and how to pick the best option contract to trade with, and how to manage risk, how to manage trades, the unique things with trading with options. So in this Master Trader small group training, you get every course, everything I teach, A to Z. There's nothing else to buy, no software, no additional courses, nothing. You get everything. So you get the Master Trader training materials, Ichimoku Cloud, 90 days of stock and option picks, the actual picks that I'm publishing to my subscribers that I'm taking in my own account. Right, you get those 1 to 2 trades per week. One of those trades alone, in just an average sized account could pay for this entire course. You get my option training, and you get live training in 6 small group sessions, and whatever personal support you need between those sessions. You can send me emails. You can call me. We can, schedule time and look at charts and apply the concepts. Total value of everything that's included here, if you were to go buy it all individually, over $3,000. I'm offering this whole package, right, for $11.97. That's like a 65% discount. There's a payment plan available at checkout. You can break that into 2 payments, pay half now and half in 30 days, and it comes with a money-back guarantee. So you can jump in and give it a try. What you do is you get access to the first module, attend the first training session, and then you can check it out, put your toe in the water, see if it's really what I say it is. And at that point, you're able to back out if you go, nah, it wasn't a good fit for me. I'll give you a 100% refund, no questions asked, no hard feelings. I've had about 60 people go through the training. I've had one person ask for a refund, so I'm pretty proud of that result. Once people get in, I think they find tremendous value in the training. And again, one person, since I've been doing that, has asked for a refund. There's a special bonus tonight. If you sign up today, I really just want to get the class filled up and get going on it Thursday. So if you sign up by midnight tonight, you'll also get, in addition to everything else, you'll get 90 days free in my live trading room. Now, if you're an existing customer, you're already subscribing, and you're wondering how that works, shoot me a note, and we can talk and just work that out with your account. Typically, what we do is just put your current subscription on hold for these 90 days, and then you can choose to pick it back up at the end. Okay, so an additional $237 value, 90 days in my live trading room if you sign up tonight by midnight. Again, consistent results year after year. I'm actually doing this. My results are audited, and you can be too. I'm teaching instant chart pattern recognition, the exact trade setups I'm using. You can use those and just trade what I'm doing, or you can put your own fingerprints on it and use that to build from. And I teach you how to test that, how to back test it. Black and white trade management rules, risk management techniques to keep losses to a pain-free level, stress-free, relaxed trading, and profitability. That's what we're teaching. That's what it's about. Here's the link to the page where you can go read even more if you like, and go ahead and sign up. So that link is posted in the chat area. So I think that takes us, to the end of the material. Now, I said I'd give you a couple more trades. So while you're going to that link, I'll go ahead and show a couple more trades for you. Anybody want to see some good trades here? Just let me know. If you got any symbols you would like me to look at, go ahead and type those into the chat box as well. I'd be happy to do that, to look at your symbols. And again, in about 2 or 3 seconds, I'll be able to look at it and decide whether I like the trade or not. But let me show you ones I do like. So here's Gilead. Gilead Sciences. So I like a short on Gilead. Not yet, right? So what we're looking for is one more little qualification down here. We want to see it take out a previous low. So if Gilead gets down to 70.93, 70.93, there's a nice short on it, and it's got a target down below, down here at 50.23. So if it can get down to 70.93, I will take a short on Gilead. The initial stop will be up here at 77.71, and again a target at 50.23. That trade's got about a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio on it. It's got about a 40% profit potential. That's an excellent trade if it qualifies. Some people would ask, if you like it, why don't you just take it now? Why wait for it to get down? Get a better entry now. Because there's a final pattern confirmation that I want to see qualified before I take this trade. So Gilead is a nice trade that I'm looking for. And here's a long trade that I'm waiting. It's almost there. It's a few pennies away. So I like a long on Fitbit, okay, but not yet. Now you see, if I change the scale back for a minute, Fitbit fell out of the sky. It was up over 50 bucks, and it's down here at 6 bucks now, right? We see a bottom forming, and we see it pulled up once, pulled back. If it can go again, and I'm using the Ichimoku Cloud, I'm using the 200 SMA, and I'm also using a momentum indicator, right? If we get up to 681, that is a go for me. I'll go ahead and take a long on Fitbit. It will have a target of 1062. That's a really nice gain, and an initial stop down here at 485. So there's another trade for you. I gave you one we're in now, IPHI. Gilead we're waiting for, and Fitbit we're waiting for. It closed at 674. It's 7 cents away from triggering here for an entry. So there's a nice trade setup. So that's kind of what we're doing. All right, Nina would like to look at PBA. and that is Pembina Pipeline Corp. Let me get some more data here so I can see the pattern. Yeah, I would have liked it right here, right? That would have been a good pattern right here, Nina. So we should have had this conversation back in January or February, because that would have absolutely, we had an impulsive move up, a nice correction, and then evidence of the next move beginning, and there it went. Right? We could have taken an entry on this thing at about 31. Here it is at 35. Not huge, but it would have been okay. But I don't like it now. It's a bit of a mature trend, so I wouldn't try and trade this right now. You bet, Nina. Euro AUD. The method absolutely works on Forex. I don't personally trade Forex. I just, you have to focus, right? You have to focus, and I focus on stock and options. But here's the Euro USD, or the, yeah, Euro Aussie. Get my scaling right. Yeah. There's not really a tradable pattern for this right now. And that's part of, again, what I teach is to be able to look at it really quickly and see if there's something that this almost did, but it went up too high. What I was looking at was is there a bearish setup where here's the impulsive move down, here's the correction, is there another move coming down? It just went up too high, broke the rules. So nothing too good there on that particular chart. It's interesting. Amazon. What a trend it's been, huh? What a beautiful trend it has been. And no sign of it ending yet. So, I don't like to chase trends. I look for the next move. I'm taking these lines off here. We did some analysis before. So I'm looking for the next move. Like you saw on this other one, IPHI, right? Here's the big trend up. After the correction, then I'm trying to take the next, right, the next wave. These things quite often move in these waves, right? So Amazon will correct one of these days. So it's a little long in the tooth in this initial trend for me to try and jump in. After it corrects, and if it starts back up again, there might be something there. We could even trade the correction. But for now, it's a beautiful trend. It's a wonderful company. Love Amazon. They get a lot of my money. But that trend for me is just too mature to try to trade right now. Where's it going to end? That's the problem, right? I like to take trades where I can project where it's going next, and I can't with Amazon, unfortunately. Nobody asking about Tesla? Typically, that's one that people want to see. Tesla's in a pretty nice correction. It's pulled back up. If it heads back down again at about 305.97, there could be another short entry down into this region here on Tesla, so potentially. Yeah. Part of what I teach is how to keep a watch list. So here's all the trades that I'm watching and waiting for the next thing to happen. And when they qualify, it's, rather than every day when I want to trade, sitting down having to find new things, I got this list of stocks that I've been looking at. And if that next thing happens, then I'm really interested in it. Like here's a China lodging company, I'm kind of interested in this. This is a short, right? We're looking for one more move down, and it could be going down into this region down here, right? After this big move. There's that big impulsive move. Afterwards, a correction. This correction, we expect it to come down into a Fibonacci retracement zone. So that's one we're watching, looking for a final qualification on that one as well. All right. Well, are there any questions I can answer for you? Really, that's what I'm here for. This is an information session. I'm here to provide information. Again, we're starting the next Master Trader small group training on Thursday, and that's coming up in just a couple days, day after tomorrow. All the information is here on the website, and you are welcome to go read it. And again, there's a bonus for anybody that signs up by midnight tonight. I'll go ahead and include 90 days in the live trading room as well. And you get to see the trading concepts in action. As you're learning them, you get to watch me do it and ask questions and interact. um, along the way. TJ, no, I do not day trade. You know, I'm just not interested in sitting in front of a computer, you know, 6-7 hours a day. I like doing the trading room. We're there an hour and a half in the morning, then I'll scan for trades, manage them, and then I'll go do something else. Right? Day trading, I did it for a couple years. It's, you know, it was fun for a while, but pretty soon it just takes too much energy, and it's just, again, too much screen time for me, more than I was willing to put in. Yeah, that's a personal choice. Hey, Nina, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks, everybody else, for showing up. I sure appreciate your time. If you think of a question afterwards, don't hesitate to email me. It's dean@followingtrades.com. And that really is it. Thanks for being here, and, you know, drop me a line, and hey, take care. Best wishes in your trading. I hope to see you in the course. But whether you're there or not, you know, be careful. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, or at least get your money, right? So keep your winners big, your losers small. Any take on gold? Yeah, I'm pretty bullish on gold. It's not quite there yet. We traded it early this year. We did well. I'll show you. I'm going to look at the gold futures chart here on a daily chart. Let me stretch this out a little bit. So we had this big move. We traded that, did real well. If you look at the big moves on gold, right, over most of this year, it's, you know, big move up with some volatility, pull back. Big move up with, you know, and then some volatility, some consolidation. I'm looking, if we can break 1319, I think we're going to go up and challenge this high here. I think this overall pattern is going to continue, right? And so I want to see it get above the Ichimoku cloud. I want to see it get some momentum going. So above 1319, I think we're going to go challenge 1368 and go above it. That's my take on gold there, Michael. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks again for being here. This is recorded. I'll send it out for everybody that registered. You can review it, or if you weren't able to attend the whole thing, or multitasking or whatever. But again, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, and take care. Have a great night. Talk to you later.